The Malden Summer Jobs for Teens program is an effort to give our youth the tools they need to succeed in life.
We added 14 and 15-year-olds, which they did not hire previously, and we gave them a limited amount of hours. The 14 and 15-year-olds get 10 hours, and then the 16 and above get 20 hours per week.
That's been a great addition, having the 14 and 15-year-olds in the program, because for just about all of them, it's their first job, so we're really walking through a brand new experience with each of these kids. It's been really very rewarding.
Before, it was mainly centered around working for City Hall or the Department of Public Works, but now we offer chances for students to be able to work in the private sector or even in a college or a university setting. And the idea behind that is to give, students a real-life setting which they're going to be exposed to when they graduate from high school.
I think the life experience that they have gained here will prepare them for future job opportunities, and I think just learning how to interact with the staff and the members of the public and know what is expected of them will be something that they will take with them throughout their lives.
Malden YMCA wanted to participate in the Malden Youth Summer Employment Program because we're a part of the community, and it's our responsibility to give back to the community and to participate. So the Malden YMCA was able this summer to help 15 residents of Malden with employment here at the Malden YMCA.
Well, the number one thing that I like about this job is that it's a great resume builder for the future, especially since I want to go into business. I think this is something that future employers will look at.
Up here you meet a lot of new people. I mean, with any new job, you're going to meet new people, but I think it's kind of cool that the fact that I got chosen to be up in City Hall, I got to meet the classiest people in Malden, so to speak. As in, we're working in such a high up place in the city. You learn a lot of new things that you can take with you wherever you're going to go, whether it's college or out into the workforce after high school. And I think it's a really great experience to be working at such a high level before you actually get out into the real world.
Because I like to work here, because it's my hobby, because just in case because I didn't want to be bored at the house and do nothing, so I had to find a hobby to do.
Because this is a 5-week program and the kids are free to apply again next year, we have some kids that have worked for the Mayor's Summer Youth Program for multiple years, which is great because it gives them a temporary job, almost like a practice run, when they're 14, 15, 16 years old. So by the time they do graduate from school, they're walking into a job, or maybe they're going to college and working part-time, but one way or another, they're experienced. They know what to expect. They know how to dress. They know how to act on the job professionally, and so I think they learn a lot of that from these type of summer youth programs.
Anytime you give the students, the teens, a chance to prove themselves and to better themselves and to be ready, I think you can never have enough of those opportunities, because at some point they're going to be leading this country forward. And so, I've always felt that, a lot of our resources should go toward, our teens, to make sure that when that torch is passed, they're well equipped to lead us into the future.
I help out at the front desk. I finalize DVDs. I work on the cameras in the studio and help set up for whatever show's shooting.
When these students come through the door, some of them have a lot to offer right away, and some of them learn so quickly that it's a benefit to us. And we get the extra help that we need sometimes that we just don't have.
I learned a bunch of skills. One of them is how to communicate better with people, because I needed to learn that for the real world.
I loved everything about this program, even the late nights, I can tell you now, working through it, only because meeting the kids has been fantastic. And then also meeting the people from Malden High School. We worked very closely with them, and that was a great thing. And then being invited to see some of the programs in action, visiting some of the camps, visiting the high school. The mentoring program was probably a highlight for me.
Yeah,
and just
that was great.
Learning what's happening in our city. It's been great.